Dear students, we have read earlier about the linear equations with two variables x and y. If two equations are given, then we can find out the value of x and y. And we have read earlier that if two equations, any linear equation in xy represents a straight line, so two equations and it will represent two straight lines. So the nature of the two straight lines will be either they will cross at one point, they will not cross means they will be parallel, and either they will meet at the same point. That means each and every point of one straight line is also a point of the other straight line, means they will coincide. So the three cases will arise. But how we will guess at a stretch suddenly that the line will be crossed, the line will be parallel, or the line will coincide? Only depending upon the coefficients of the equations we can find out the nature of the lines. So here is the question. I have told you the summary. Suppose a1x, b1y, c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 are the two equations, are linear equations in two variables x and y. These a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 all are constants, that is real numbers. First case, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, the coefficients of x of first equation and the coefficient of x of the second equation, if you take their ratio and again take the ratio of y of first equation and y of second equation, if they are unequal, then it will be the line will cross each other. C1 and C2, no rule here. Whether it will be equal, unequal, whatever that may be, it will 0, some other number, it is not mentioned, it is not required. Only if this is unequal, it is enough that we can guess that the line will intersect. C1 and C2 is immaterial. We should not bother about C1 and C2. Only if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, it is enough. It is sufficient that the line will cross, and if cross, they will cross at one point. In the second case, when they will coincide, if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, if all the three ratios are same, then the line will be identical. Both line 1, the line 1 of equation 1 and line 2 of equation 2, they will coincide each other. Then the third case, when A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, just think the above case, A1 by A2, B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, then it will coincide. If it is unequal, these two are same, but this is not equal to C1 by C2, at that time it has no solution. That means that the line will not coincide, the line will not intersect, or will be one line. Then at that time it has no solution, it is parallel line. So parallel line has no solution. So what is consistent? Consistent is here in case 1, it is consistent means it has solution 1. In 2 it is also consistent because it has infinitely many solutions. For any value you take x, you will get a corresponding y. For any value, but here it is for only certain value of x, you will get a y. Not any other x will satisfy the equation. Only one and only one. But here infinitely many. At this point, there is no such point. There is no point x which will satisfy that both the x and y both will satisfy the equation 1 and 2. So it is inconsistent. Algebraic method of solving the pair of equations. Now we have read previously, we have told the graphical method where it will be cross, that will be the solution. It is parallel, it is no solution. Then another case is the coincidence. Any point is consistent, is infinitely many solutions. Now we will come to the algebraic method. It is the graphical method, algebraic method. First method is the method of substitution. What do you mean by substitution? Substitution means you will substitute one instead of other. So here it is 2x plus 3y is equal to 13, 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. Prior to proceed anything else, prior to proceed to solve the equation, try to understand whether it is consistent or not. How will you verify this? Just it will take 1 or 2 seconds to verify. It is 2 by 3, it is 3 by 2, is not equal. Then it is automatically consistent, it will cross it at the point, one point, and it has a solution. One solution is sure because this satisfies condition 1. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Okay. Now come to this. From this is substitute. First is substitute. Now substitute x in terms of y. Suppose 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. You take x. 2x is equal to 13 minus 3y. Just take to this side. Then x will be divided by 2. So this value will be substituted. This value will substitute in terms of in equation 2. So now x is equal to 13 minus 3y divided by 2. 13 minus 3y divided by 2. From 1, put it in 2. Equation 2. Just you put in equation 2. Equation 2 3 x in terms of y. No more x is there because we have already found out x in terms of y. You put here this value. So this is a new equation, and it has only one variable, one unknown, that is y. Okay, now you can solve this. Just you cross multiply, you multiply, solve, and you will get, finally you will get y is equal to 3. It is just the previous work, some mathematical plus minus into and division work. Then put this value, now y is equal to 3. Now put this value in this case, in 3. Because 3 is clearly x in terms of y. When you will get x is equal to this minus this, you get x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. It is not sufficient. Once you are working out this, the end portion is you have to spend 1 or 2 minutes for this. You should keep time. You should save time for this. Otherwise, your whole process will be come into null and void if you will make any mistake in elsewhere. You will verify this, whether you are getting x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, whether it is okay or not. Your answer is correct or not. In each and every case, in such type of question, you should verify at the end of finding the result. Okay? To err is human. Anyone, you can also do some mistake. I can also do mistakes. Your friend can make any mistake, because during a hurry mode, someone can do any mistake. But how to overcome the mistake? That is the thing to verification. At the end, you will verify. Put x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Just put the value x is equal to y is equal to 3 and verify. 13. Okay, it is 13. It is okay. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. 6 plus is 12. It is okay. So your result x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3 is correct. No other value will satisfy this, except x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Only this value will satisfy both the equation. No any other value will satisfy the equation. Try. Then another thing is, you are finding x is equal to this. Now you try to yourself to find y in terms of x. From this you will get 3y is equal to 13 minus 2x. This implies 3y is equal to 13 minus 2x. This implies y is equal to 13 minus 2x divided by 3. Put this value in equation 2. Then by the above process, find, you will get the value of x. Then put the value of x here, you will get the value of y. The same, because it is, you are eliminating, you are substituting x in terms of y. Now you are substituting y in terms of x. The same thing, only the substitution is different. Once is x, the other time is y. Now, the equation, now the one example. Now, here 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. For us, every time you will verify this process, whether it is consistent or not. whether 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 9 by 8, then it is not intersecting or parallel, it is coincidence. It is the same line, because all the three ratios are same. It is the same line. You just still then you try to verify what are the solutions. Infinitely many. For any value of x, you will get a y. Not a constant, strictly not there is any strictly one point. Infinitely many. Whatever at your sweet will, you take x, you will get a y. You will take y, you will get a corresponding x. Now by the method of substitution, how you will come to this point? Verify. X is equal to this. Now x is equal to this. Now put the value of x into, you will get this. Now we arrive here. Here what was the fact? That was the case. We get x is equal to this. But here always it is true or not? 18 minus 6y plus 6y is equal to 18. For any value of y, this 6y cancel. 18 is equal to 18. For y is equal to 0, it is okay. Y is equal to 1, it is okay. Y is equal to 2, okay. Y is equal to 1.5, it is okay. Y is equal to root 2, it is okay. For whatever value of y, this equation satisfies always. For any value of y, you get a x. So infinitely many, okay. So it is already true that for any value of y, you will get a corresponding x. There is no restriction of they will put any x, then you will get a y, or any y you will get a x. Infinitely many y and infinitely corresponding infinitely many x. Now the example 3, where x minus y is equal to 5, 2x minus 2y is equal to 15. You just look here, 1 by 2 minus 1 by minus 2 is not equal to 5 by 15. It is 1 by 3, it is half. 1 by 3 is not equal to. Not equal to means it has no solution. It will be parallel and there is no common point. Now just you by the method of substitution come to here. The method of substitution is the same thing. What you arrived here? What you get? 2y cancelled. There is no unknown terms. Only the one term, known term 10 is equal to 15. Is it possible? 10 is equal to 15? No, it is false or it is impossible. So there is no common point. It is not possible. If this type of two equations, suddenly by looking how you will guess this without working out all these things, you see here x minus y is equal to 5. It is the 2 times, it is 2 times. If this is the 2 times of this left hand side, it will automatically 2 times of the right hand side. 2x minus 2y is equal to 10. But what is it given? 10. 2x plus 2y is equal to, it is given 15. 15. If 10, it is same times of this. But it is 15, it is not possible. If 2 times will be 10, but 2 times will be 15. How it is possible? Any value of x will get this. Once there 2 times will, single time is 5, there 2 times will be 15. Is it possible? Suppose you leave this x and y, only you take x. If x is equal to 5, 2x is equal to 10 or 15. 2x is equal to 10. If it is given 15, it is wrong. In the same way, if it is an equation, it is 5, it 2 times will be 10, but it is given 15. So it is wrong. Or it is not possible, or it is inconsistent. The lines will be parallel, there is no common solution. This is the process. Okay. Now, this is the, in mathematics, so many questions or problems can be solved by this process. Take the equations, take the unknowns, take the x and y, find the equation and solve this, and you get your desired result. So, what is the process? How to solve this? It is the method of elimination. Again, it is method of substitution. It is method of substitution somehow difficult to use in or time taking or long process. But method of elimination is somehow easier, and in maximum case we use this. It has also some use. In some cases it will be easier than elimination, but in maximum case method of elimination is somehow easier and quicker than the method of substitution. But what is the method of elimination? How will eliminate there? If x and y is given two equations, If you eliminate one, then x, y, two unknowns. Suppose you, by the process of elimination, you eliminate y, x, then what will be there? Only y. Suppose you eliminate y, then what will remain will there? X. X, one equation. Then you can solve this. By the process of solution, you get this, you read this, the ratio is given. Just I give you example question, solution. From this we will understand you how is the method of elimination. If the ratio of incomes of two persons is 9:7, their ratio is 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditure is 4:3, and each of them managed to save 2,000 per month, find their monthly income and expenditure. It is a question given. How will you solve this? You take, it is both, two persons are there, and monthly income and expenditure. So if monthly income is traced out, then expenditure will be traced out. Suppose you take the monthly income of one is x, the monthly income of other is y. It is unknown to you. Now you will find out the equation. How will you work out this? Suppose, since both income and expenditure ratio of two persons is given, let us take their income be 9x and 7x. So in general, ratio is 9/7, or this is 9:7. 9:7 their income. If one is 9x, the other is 7x. It does not mean that one is 9, the other is 7. If it is 18, it is 14. Their ratio is also 9:7. If it is 9 into 4, 36, 7 into 4, 28. Their ratio is also 9:7. So in general, 9x into 7x. When x is equal to 1, it is just the initial given. When x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, something different. Just 9x and 7x. Okay? Their income, let their income be 9x and 7x. Since ratio is 9:7, and the expenditure be 4y plus 3y. Expenditure is 4:3. So if you are taking receipt to be x, expenditure to y, you take in this way, 4y, 3y. So the first person receipt is 9x. The first person expenditure is 4y. Receipt minus, or income minus expenditure, that is the balance or profit that managed to save, that is the savings. When savings word comes, this income minus expenditure. So income minus expenditure is equal to savings. The second person income is 7x. The second person expenditure is 3y. Then their savings is 2,000. This is equal. It does not matter whether it is equal or unequal, but these two things is important. Here 9/7, 4/3, minus 4 by minus 3. Are they equal? No, they are unequal. So it is sufficient to solve this, because it is a consistent and only one solution is there, as A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Okay. We can solve the two equations by method of substitution as read earlier, but method of elimination is somehow easier, as discussed below. Now, coefficient of x in both the 9. Now, it is 9, it is 4, it is 7, it is 3. So, to equalize this, 9x, 7x, what you do there? Their LCM. You take their LCM. Here, since 9 and 7, they are both co-primes, their LCM will be nothing but the now just consider 9, 7, 4, 3. Which will be easier to eliminate? Multiplication, less multiplication. This is the lowest. It is bigger one. So if you take this 4 and 3, if you multiply 3 here, then it will be 12y. If you multiply 4 here, it will be 12y. Then you just add. Three into 9x minus 4y is equal to 3 into 2000, 4 into 7x minus 3y is equal to 4 into 2000. You multiply 3 here for why? Because now this will be 12y, this will be 12y. Now finally is 27x minus 12y is equal to 28x minus 12y 8000. Now what you will do this? Whether you will add or subtract. You just subtract means, because when you will subtract, the sign will change. You just change here. Subtract this equation from this equation from this. Okay. Now what will happen? Minus 12y plus 12y. This will cancel out. This will cancel out. So what will happen? 27x minus 20 minus x. This is 0 is equal to minus 2000. X is equal to 2000. Okay. How easily? Substitution is somehow time taking, lengthy, but it is easily you can get this. Now x is equal to 2000. You put the value here. X is equal to 2000. The 9 into 2000, 18,000 minus 4y is equal to 2000. This implies 4y is equal to 2000 minus 18,000. That will minus 16,000. Y is equal to minus 16,000 divided by minus 4. That is equal to 4,000. So y is equal to 4,000. X is equal to 2000. So what is x? X is the income portion. Y is the expenditure portion. So what is the income of x? What is the income of a first person? 9 into x, that is equal to 18,000. The other one is 14,000. Second one, 7 into x. What is the expenditure? That is income. Expenditure is y is equal to 4,000. 4 into 4, 16,000. 3 into 4,000. 12,000. Then what is their income? 18,000 minus 16,000, 2,000. 14,000 minus 12,000, 2,000. Okay. According to the question, it is okay. So what is how you will eliminate the process of elimination? You multiply such a number in both the equations or sometimes in a single equation, then you will get you will try to eliminate, either add or subtract according to the question, according to the equation. Whether you have to multiply in both the equations or in a single equation, whether you will have to add this or you have to subtract this to eliminate either x or y. It depends upon the equation. After so many calculations, so many solving of so many problems, it will be easier. But just by instance you can do this. No problem or no hazardous work at all. Now, some more questions about this. For what value of lambda? Lambda x plus 3y plus 7 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 6y minus 14 is equal to 0 will have infinitely many solutions. It is just a theoretical. Many solutions. Some more questions. Okay. Find what value of lambda. Lambda x plus 3y plus 7 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 6y minus 14 is equal to 0 will have infinitely many solutions. What is the condition to many solutions? We know that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Just put here. What is a1 here? Lambda. a2 is 2. b1 is 3. b2 is 6. c1 is 7. C2 is minus 14. You be cautious about this plus and minus. This sign is also important. 2 by minus 2, 2 by 2. One is 2 by 2, the other is 3 by minus 3. They are not equal. It is 1, it is minus 1, not equal. Okay, so be cautious about the sign of the coefficients. Okay, for infinitely many solutions will hold good. If this will satisfy, then it has infinitely many solutions. Let us not take the first two, this 2. It is lambda by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. From this we can get also lambda, or from this we can get also lambda, no problem. You say, let us take to first, so lambda by 2 is equal to 3 by 6, lambda is equal to 1. And lambda by 2 is equal to 7 by point, lambda is equal to minus. Since lambda has no unique value, it has no infinitely many solutions. So what you are getting this? Once lambda is equal to this, the other time lambda is equal to 1, the other time lambda is equal to minus 1. Lambda is equal to minus 1. How it is possible? If lambda has two values, how it will be consistent? It will not consistent. So it has no infinitely many solution, not possible, because sometimes we are solving lambda you get 1, the other time we are getting lambda is equal to minus 1. Since lambda has two different values, so it is no consistency. It is not possible this will happen. Okay, so it has no infinitely many solution. It is just a theoretical, and it has 1 or 2 mark questions. Okay, 2ax plus by is equal to, suppose you just look here, lambda x plus 3y plus 7, 2x plus 6y. What has been done? It is just 2 times. If you take this lambda is x, then it 1, it will be 2 times, but it is 7, it is minus 14. It is, if it multiply 2, it will be plus 14, it will be minus 14. Not possible. For whatever value you will take lambda, it will not possible to be infinitely many solution. Okay. Now another question. 2ax plus by is equal to a, and 4ax plus 2by minus 2a is equal to 0. A and b are not 0. If then two consistent equations or not, whether these will be consistent or not. Just in the same process, try to find out. Rewrite the first equation in standard form, that is 2ax plus by is equal to implies 2x, because this time it is c. You take this side minus 0. Now another is given here, it is given here, it is given here. Now a1 by a2 is not equal to 2ax plus by. a1 by a2, this is, or a1 by a2. Oh, okay. Now what is this? 4ax, it is 2ax, it is 2by, it is by. So what are the coefficients? 4a, 2a, 2b, b. So a1 by a2, consistency, the condition for consistency is either a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, it is only one common point, or a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, which is infinitely many solutions. So consistency, these are two cases of consistency. So as per the equation, 4a by 2a is equal to 2b by b. This is equal to minus 2a by minus 2a by minus a. Minus 2a by minus a. 4 by 2, 2 by 1, minus 2 by 1. I have 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. Hold good. It is consistent. Okay. Equation is two consistent equation or not. So since this one condition is satisfied, it is consistent. If it is not equal to, or this, either this consistent means either it will be cross at the one point, or it is the same line. It is consistent. So which case is satisfied here? The consistence of equal. one line satisfies here. So because 4 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, so 2, 2, 2. Always the equation is 2. The ratio is 2. Verify this. You multiply 2. Okay. You just verify this. Is not it the 2 times of this? 2x, 4x, by 2by, minus a, minus 2a. Just by looking, observation, you can also say, but it is the process. Since mathematically it is there to find out there is a process to find out in concrete way. So this is the case, so it is consistent. Okay. Now there are so many problems are there. So many problems. Age problem is the first one. Age problem we will get one in mathematics. So many problems are there. You will just, I will not spend time in saying details. Just you see the note. You can guess just in key points I am telling you. 5 years ago, the age of father was 4 times the age of son by that time. But after 15 years, father's age will be twice the son's age. Find the present age of father and son. Always you take the present age to be x and y. Suppose in this type of age-related questions, 2 persons' age, father and son, are required. Thus, 2 unknown ages to be found out. So, minimum 2 equations are required. Now, our motto is to formulate 2 equations by taking the father's and son's age as x and y here. Another aspect is that if present age is x years, 5 years before it was x minus 5 years, and after 15 years it will be x plus 15 years for father. Likely that for son says in this way. That is the technique to know what is how to work out the equations. Let us take the present age of the father be x years. Father x years, that is the son is y years. 2 unknowns, 2 equations we must get, but how to form out correct equation? Then only we will get the answer. If the equation is wrong, our answer will be wrong. Now, 5 years ago, father's age was given that 5 years ago. 5 years ago is what is there? 5 years ago, father's age was x minus 5. Son's age by that time was y minus 5. First you get the, before 5 years, what is the age of father? The age of son. But what is their relation? Father was 4 times the age of son. So before 5 years, father age was x minus 5 and son age was y minus 5. But that was 4 times the age of son. It is 4 times the age of son. 5 years before, it is the 4 times the age of son. It is the first equation. Okay, then you will solve to take it into standard form. It is a different thing. First you work out the equation. Okay, now after 15 years, the father is x plus 15, son also y plus 15. But what will be their relation? The twice of the son. So father says will be 2 times of son says after 15 years. Okay, now you will solve this, you will rearrange this x minus 5 is equal to 4y minus 5. Just you rearrange it and take into the standard form. This is the standard form. Similarly, solve this. Take right hand side, everything side change, the sign will be changed, everything, then you will get this. Okay, so finally we will arrive at the 2 equations and verify whether it is consistent. Ultimately it will be consistent, otherwise father and son will not possible. It is not the case to happen. But if the question is wrong, it may be wrong. Suppose the father age is less than the son age, is it possible? No, it will be a fallacy and you will get no equation for that. That will be a wrong one. Okay. Now, from 1 and 2, you verify this. 1 by 1 minus 4 by minus 2 is not equal because it is 1, it is 2. You leave this. Whether it is 5, 15, it is minus 15. Plus 15, minus 15, it is immaterial. But this 1 by 1 minus 4 by 2, it is 1, it is 2, not equal, so it is a consistent. Now how to solve this? X minus 4y is equal to, it is clearly written, x minus 4y is equal to this, x plus minus 2y is equal to 15, minus 2y is equal to 15. Here not any number is to multiply is not necessary, not necessary to multiply further, because it is x, it is x. If you minus this, then automatically x will cancel. So for minus, just change, because why it is minus? What is the here? Nothing means it is plus. Any number before the sign, before the number, what is the sign? That is the sign of the number. 2 minus 2. But it is from the initial number. If it is not minus, what does it mean? It is minus, it is plus. Even if plus is not given. So it is in general, we do not give any plus sign before. That means it is automatically, no sign is given means it is plus. Okay. So minus, plus, minus plus sign change. So this will cancel out. Minus 4y plus 2y. Minus 4y plus 2y plus 15 is equal to 0. Minus 2y is equal to 30, y is equal to 15. Put the value of y is equal to 15, you will get the answer. So now verification. Note of verification. What will get? 15 years. Son says, father says 45. Okay. Now for student will verify. How will you verify? Process. Present age is 45. Before 5 years it is 40. Before 5 years it is 10. Isn't it 4 times? 4 times. 40 is 4 times of 10. So after 15 years it is 60. After 15 years it is 30. Isn't it 2 times? It is 2 times of the son says. So okay, our answer is okay. Then some 2 or 3 more classes is required to solve so many problems on different types of mathematical aspect. That is work and time and distance, work distance, geometrical, and some fraction problem. Okay, some digital problem, numbers problem. So many problems are there. So we will take in details in the next classes. Okay, thanks to all.